Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you are returning. We are going to be looking at the upcoming week, July 26th through August 1st. So we are rounding out the month of July, heading into August, and we want to kind of take a look at that energy. This is a reading for the collective. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Also, please do, I really would like it if you guys could also like, share, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Let's get started. I'm just ready to hop in. So,
your guiding light, your guiding light, no matter the destination.
let's get started. We have spiritual guidance showing up for the collective. And then we also have, timeless here. Right, so this feels like, off top from the gate, this feels like a reading that you're needing some insight on. Maybe your spirit team, the divine, the universe is trying to get you a message. This feels very anointed. It feels divine. Perhaps even some would say divine timing, divine alignment. But this message feels like there's something out there specifically for someone that is watching this channel. So it's not to say that this message will not resonate for some of us. Okay, but I feel like this message is spiritual. Let me just say that. It is, and maybe also someone out there has been receiving some signs, some synchronicities from their spirit team or from their loved ones that have transitioned. Okay. Maybe you've been seeing the feathers, or maybe you've been seeing the coins. Maybe you have been seeing faces in the clouds of your loved ones. They are speaking to you from what appears to be the ordinary. All right, so, way too many cards that have flipped over. So I'm also reading from, I forgot to tell you guys, but I am reading from the Gentle Tarot. We've pulled some cards from Roots and Wings Oracle, as well as my friend Fire Oracle. And then we're going to be ending the reading with some tea leaves here. So I guess I could have started with that, but I'm already eager and overzealous to get into this reading. So we're going to be pulling some cards here to get a more in-depth message from the Gentle Tarot here. Spirit, what message do we have for the collective? We have the Seven of Stones, the Three of Thunder, the Four of Stones, the Eight of Wands. Okay, so there is a shift in momentum that we are seeing. And I feel inclined to say specifically for someone out there, you may have experienced a recent death. Okay. Spirit is saying that you're in a whirlwind right now. You may even be experiencing some mental anguish. Okay. And you're sitting in something. You are sitting in a reflection. You're sitting in evaluation, or you're re-evaluating some things. There's someone maybe close to you, someone that you hold near and dear to your heart, that has caused your life to transition. All right, so this message feels very specific. You're dealing with some type of mental anguish. Okay, for some of you out there, perhaps you're dealing with mental anguish, some loss, and you're disappointed. Maybe you're dealing with some grief, and it has caused your whole life to shift. And maybe this is why you have some spiritual guidance coming in. You have your loved one trying to communicate with you, but maybe you're not able to hear the message because you're in your head. You're dealing with a lot of maybe hurt or disappointment, but they are speaking to you heavily for some of you or for someone out there. Okay. But there's someone near and dear to your heart that maybe you have lost, and this loss couldn't, it doesn't necessarily have to be in death. Okay. Maybe they have moved away. Maybe they went off to college, boarding school. Maybe they had to move for a job. Just life happens. Okay. There's a connection, or there is someone or something that you hold close to you, okay, that you hold near and dear to your heart. And there is a loss for some of you. There could be absolutely a death. And I say that there could be death of a relationship. There could be perhaps even more in depth than that. It could be of ego, of parts of self. Maybe parts of us that we did not want to let go even. And you could absolutely be coming out of that as well with this Eight of Wands card, this shift in momentum, maybe evaluating. You're coming out of space of anguish, of some type of disappointment, some type of hurt, maybe even betrayal, okay, that kind of has you in this weird mental space. And maybe you're able to finally come out of that. You've been sitting and reevaluating and reassessing your life. And you're able to come out of that space because of this shift in your life, because of this new momentum your life has taken. Okay, maybe this loss of the loved one, of the thing, right, of whatever this job is or whatever it is that maybe you are in grief about or caused some type of hurt or disappointment. It has caused you to look at life differently, to reassess your life. Maybe there are some things that once that you lost that once brought you security, that once you felt safe, right? It brought you that safety, and maybe you no longer have that thing. And so it has caused you to, in turn, look at life a little differently. Okay. Maybe your spirit team is inviting you to look at life differently at the end of the month. Okay. Going into August, there's a reevaluation that perhaps is happening. There's a shift in your life. Maybe the loss has not happened yet. Maybe it will present itself at the end of the month. Okay. But I feel like there's a newness that happens that comes along with that. There is a light at the end of the tunnel that you're able to finally see. Maybe you come into some security, some type of stability. Okay. Maybe you come out of this moment of mental exhaustion. Okay. This grief or disappointment. You see the lessons, you sit with it, and you start to evaluate. This shift that happens causes you to maybe evaluate or reevaluate, reassess what is going on in your life. Maybe some decisions that you have made, maybe the lessons that need to be learned from that shift. Your spirit team is asking you to look a little deeper than what is in front of you. I just came across this quote recently, and so here it is showing up in this reading. But yes, things happen to us, okay, that cause hurt, that cause disappointment, and will cause us to maybe be in our heads a little bit, okay? But look beyond what is in front of you. Where is the lesson? Okay, sometimes we just have to accept that life happens. Things happen that we don't necessarily agree with, we don't see coming, we don't want to happen. Life sucks, and that's just the ebb and flow of life. But you're being invited to really reevaluate You hear the horns honking in the background, confirming and validating what we're saying. Spirit is saying, shall I say. But the Seven of Stones is telling you to really assess, reassess, reevaluate where you are in life. Okay, maybe you're not at a point where you're seeing the growth that you necessarily want to see. It's not a time of harvest right now for you, okay? But there is some progress and there are some lessons to be learned. Okay, so that's what we're inviting in, all right, at the end of the month. Let's pull a few tea leaves here. All the decks have been pre-shuffled. Okay, so we're going to just pull a few. We have psychic ability, trust your intuition at this time. We also have February, which is coming up. That's kind of odd. Let's pull a couple more here. But maybe I'm being not necessarily just February, but I'm being drawn to the wind that is blowing. And this could also be speaking to the shift that is happening, being blown into another direction than what you anticipated. Okay. Psychic ability, trust your intuition here. Listen to your spirit team. They're speaking to you, maybe even through you, guiding you towards a new direction in life, getting you out of this this Three of Thunder space. Okay, maybe pushing you and blowing you towards more of that security, more of some stability. Okay, more of some safety. Your safety could be at stake here as well. We have dog. From afar, a distant friend is thinking of you. From afar, we're speaking in terms of spirit here with this spiritual guidance card, this timeless card. They never, and maybe this could be a dog. Okay, we could take it quite literally. This could be a dog that you've lost that could be speaking to you. This could be a friend, someone loyal. Okay, we have a distant friend that's thinking of you. This could be in the ethers, right? This could be someone on the other side of the veil with this spiritual guidance card here. So listen to your intuition, collective. Reassess where life is taking you. Look at the shift that is happening. Listen to your spirit guides. They're sending you signs and synchronicities to get you out of this space. Okay, look for the lessons, look for acceptance at this time. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for the reading. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment, help the channel. And if you're looking for a personal reading, check out the description box. The website is there. Be kind to one another, but most importantly, be kind to yourselves.